I am Miss O'Flaherty. I teach AP World History and Sociology. Teaching at the high school I went to is very strange. It's fun, it's familiar, but it's also weird being in the role that you remember being in as a student of someone older and someone teaching you. It's kind of hard, like rationalizing that, but it's fun. Having the same teachers that are still here and having them as colleagues was a bit hard, but after 4 years, I think I figured it out. STA's changed for me a lot, actually. So we did not have one-to-one computers. There were computers, it wasn't that long ago, but we could bring our own laptops, but most everything was on paper or notebooks. We did not have the chapel when I was here, so the campus looked a lot different. We had to tuck in our shirts. Uniform-wise, we didn't have the blazers, we didn't have the black shirts, it was only a white polo. I don't even think we had sweater vests at all. It was mostly everyone wore a sweater, everyone wore a skirt. We did wear the sweatpants for a long time, but a couple things like that have changed, but I think the atmosphere really hasn't. My favorite part about STA is probably the people I work with. I love everybody that works here. It's a really nurturing environment, and I've made a lot of real friends here, which is fun. I also love the students and how hard they work and how passionate they are about everything. That's probably what I love the most as a community. I actually didn't know I wanted to become a teacher. I sort of fell into it after college, and I got a master's in history, and this seemed like the next logical step. I love Kansas City. I knew I wanted to come back, so when I came back, I just thought maybe this would be the right thing for me, and so that's when I knew I wanted to be a teacher. I think my favorite part about living in Kansas City is how much it's growing. I do love that it's small enough to feel small. You can get around everywhere pretty quickly without going on a major highway or being stuck in too bad of traffic. But I like that there's a big city aspect as well. Like, there's a growing cultural and art scene. There's new restaurants and things that are always being tried. But it's also not too big that it's overwhelming, which I really love. My favorite place to travel to, have a soft spot for Ireland. Obviously, I lived there for a year, so really love it there. But probably just Europe in general. Most places I have been were pretty amazing. I think my favorite place so far, like beauty-wise, that I've been to, though, was either Canada. I went to Banff with my family, or Vienna in Austria. Pretty much all of Austria, really. So I have 2 pets. Their names are Lenny and Henry, and they're both golden retrievers. And Lenny is 9, and Henry is about 1, I think. He's still a puppy, like one and a bit. He's almost 2. A lot of people don't know that I played golf, that I played at STA, I played in college, that I was in Dublin for a year, so that was fun. I have that experience, so if anyone ever has questions about going to school overseas somewhere, to hit me up. I don't know. I cook very well. That's something. I like to cook a lot. Italian food is my favorite. I make raviolis and fresh pasta a lot, so that can be something that you can know. There's some things in high school that I didn't realize till a lot later, and one of them is that it seems depressing, but nobody's thinking that hard about you, which is actually kind of a comfort, really. I know for some people that would be like, that's super lonely and depressing, but I think it can free you up to do a lot more things if you know that really only people that truly care about you are going to support you, and people who are like the haters, you shouldn't really care about them. Like, they're not thinking that hard about you. They're not, or if they are, they're weird. So you shouldn't concern yourself with people like that, that you can pretty much just be yourself and do whatever you want, and within reason. And you can know that nobody's looking at you super hard. Everyone's very concerned about themselves, especially at your age. So to excuse me, to try and kind of own that and own yourself is probably the best advice I could give. Just enjoy your time here. It's very limited. 4 years is it seems like a lot, but it's really not. So enjoy your time, and hopefully STA prepares you to go on to the next step. That's our goal. So it worked out for me, so it can work for you too.